In this episode, we will talk about the color variations and color patterns for black horses. Solid just means the horse is just plain black. There isn't a particular color variation or color pattern to that horse. This horse pictured doesn't have white markings on its face or legs. However, solid horses can have those markings. A smoky black is a black horse with one copy of the cream gene. They kind of appear diluted through the body and typically have a more bleached appearance to that black coloration. We'll talk about the genetics of this color combination in a later episode. A smoky cream is a black horse with two copies of the cream gene. Again, we'll talk about the genetics of this in a later episode. As we learned in the last episode with chestnut horses, the silver gene does not affect red horses. A black horse is not a red horse, so the silver gene will affect that coloration. These silver blacks or silver dapple black horses typically are horses that are Rocky Mountain horses or related to Rocky Mountain horses. Some miniature horse breeds and miniature horse lines can also have this coloration. It just means that their mane and tail are going to be a silvery, flaxen, white color instead of that black color. Like chestnut horses, black horses can be roan as well. So this is a blue roan or a black roan. You can see this horse's mane, tail, face, ears, and lower legs are black in coloration. And then its body has a mixture, that ticking pattern with the white hairs and the black hairs mixed together. A Grula or Grulo or Blue Dun or Black Dun, they are black horses with the Dun gene. So like this horse on the left, we can see the dorsal stripe going down her spine. With this foal, we can see the Dun zebra stripe characteristic on the knees and hocks. We can also see on both of these horses a diluted body color with black mane and tail and black on the lower legs. These horses both show a little bit of white hair coloration coming through in the mane and tail. This would be similar to like the fjord horses, the horses from Frozen. That Dun gene can cause that white frosting within the mane and tail. Here are two black Tobiano horses. I'm going to refer to them both as paints, even though that horse on the left is a Gypsy Vanner or a cob type horse. We can see on that horse on the left that the black goes up the flank area in the chest. That horse has white up its hindquarters, up its shoulder, and up its neck. Characteristics of that Tobiano coloration. Does not have that color, meaning the black across its back, like those Overo paints do. Even the horse on the right has white across the back, from that white going up its hind legs and hindquarters, the front legs, up the shoulder, and up the neck. Here we have on the left a very good example of a minimal Overo paint and a more extreme Overo paint on the right. Both of these horses are black. Both of them carry the Overo gene. The horse on the left has a few belly spots and then a regular white blaze on the face and a regular stocking on its back left leg. The horse on the right has that more extreme version of that Overo coloring with much more white throughout its body. However, that horse still has color across its back, as does the horse on the left. Here we have a Tovero paint horse, where this horse has the genes for both Tobiano and Overo paint pattern combinations. We can see that this horse has a black flank area and a black face. Again, the Tavero paints are the medicine hat paint horses. The Sabino gene is, again, kind of a fleckled, similar to the Roan and Overo genes. It typically starts up the legs, where the legs are going to be white, maybe some belly spotting, a white face, that type of thing. These horses can appear completely white with the more extreme versions of this type of pattern. So these two horses here are Grula Roans. So they are black horses with the Dun gene and the Roan genes. We can see both of these horses have that white flecking from the roaning throughout their body. And both horses have the zebra stripings on their legs and that dun look to their face. Leopard is one of the patterns for the Appaloosa horse
breed
or
known to the United
other
States.
horse breeds
Appaloosas
that have that Appaloosa
several
type
different
pattern.
colored patterns within
This specifically
breed
is called leopard.
The first pattern
where
is leopard.
They appear to be a white horse with black spots. That's
generally with
black
a white body
horses with that
with
leopard
colored
complex
spots
or gene to make them have those leopard spots. This horse here is a black blanket. We can see that he has a blanket across his hindquarters and back. He has
have
spotting
the
coming
regular
through that blanket
color,
and does
and
have
then
some
across
dusting
their
of
back
white down his barrel,
hindquarters
over his shoulders, and up
is
his
white
neck.
coloration. The blankets can be solid
This
white
horse here
or
is a
have
black blanket. We can see that he
their
has a
base
blanket
color
across his
spotted
hindquarters
within it.
and back. He has here we have a snow cap
pattern is
Appaloosa where
distinguished
he just
by
has that
regular
solid
base
white
color
blanket across
with
his back.
white across
Here we have
the
a snow cap
hindquarters.
Appaloosa. Here we have
The
a black
varnished
horse
pattern
with the varnished gene, giving
is similar
him a
to
kind of Roanish,
Roans
grayish
in appearance. Varnished horses
pattern or
typically
look
will
to
get
his
more
coat.
and more
It's
white
just a
every
varnish
year,
gene.
but won't completely
These horses
gray out
do
or be
typically
completely
become
white
more and more white
like a
every
gray
year,
horse
but they
would
don't
be.
completely gray out or white out
The
as
varnished
a gray
pattern,
horse would. This horse here
Snowflake
is a
Appaloosa,
black
is
snowflake.
that normal base
This
color
horse has
with
sun bleached
white
as you can see on that back leg.
throughout
This
the
horse
coat.
is black.
It's not
You
located
can see that the
just
snowflake or
to
dusting
one part
of white
of the horse's body.
flecks
That dusting
goes
can
over
be
the hindquarters, barrel,
all
shoulder,
over,
and
or
up
just
the
on
neck.
one shoulder, just on an ear,
This horse
a
here
hindquarter.
is a black snowflake.
There isn't any
This
rhyme
horse
or reason to the
is
placement
sun
for that white.
bleached. If anyone has any questions, please let me know, and don't forget to like and follow.